Hi, welcome everyone. I am here with Sergio, my partner in Costa Rica from Numu Travel Group. Welcome, Sergio, and thanks for joining us today to share all the wonders of Costa Rica.
Hi, Darby and everyone. Greetings from San Jose, Costa Rica. I don't know when this will be shown, but here I'm at 87 degrees right now. So I know you guys up north are feeling the cold.
Yeah, we
So
have
hoping you can
snow
make
here,
it.
so yes. Great.
Darby, thank you so much for the opportunity to show you Costa Rica. Costa Rica, I've been selling, promoting, and recommending Costa Rica for 20 plus years. It's where I live. It's where I lived all my life. It's where I travel the most because, well, I'm here. And as you will tell, I am very passionate about my country and hoping I can show you plenty that you can enjoy, where to stay, the different regions, weather, and hopefully I can convince you to come to Costa Rica.
Yes, all my clients that travel to Costa Rica with Sergio group love it. I just had clients come back and they were like, what an amazing vacation it was.
Super. So Costa Rica, it's a tiny destination. It's about the size of Rhode Island. We have volcanoes, we have rainforests, we have cloud forests, we have Caribbean beaches, we have Pacific beaches, we have plenty of natural experiences um like turtle nesting, whale watching, dolphin observation, bird watching, and many other natural experiences
Awesome.
that you want. We have anything adrenaline filled that you wish to enjoy, from caving, zip lining, rafting, hiking, or extreme hiking, rappelling, you name it, we have it. And we
Chocolate
also have
tasting and coffee tasting too, right?
absolutely the cultural side of things. So
Right.
coffee tasting, chocolate or cacao tasting, museums of gold museum, the Jade Museum, Aboriginal populations at different locations, not touristy stuff, good tours all over the country. So as you can tell by this brief, what does Costa Rica offer explanation, it offers everything. It really has anything and everything a client would like to enjoy while in Costa Rica. It has several different price points, 3, 4, 5 stars, and you can do it the way you want to do it, okay? Costa Rica is all about the experiences. When you travel with family or adults only, you will get to enjoy almost everything that you wish to enjoy. There's
Mhm.
no holding a sloth or a monkey, for example. We're very transparent about this because it's nature. It's not Disney. It's really, when you see the animals, they're in their habitat. So it's not like you can touch them or pet them or feed them. It's actually, nature here is very well respected.
Nice.
That's what I'm trying to explain.
Hmm.
So it's all about the senses. It's all about what you wish to enjoy, what you wish to see, what you wish to feel while you're in Costa Rica.
Nice.
Um, Waterfalls. We talked about the rappelling. We talked about the zip lining. You name it, we have it all, right? We have lakes. You can do kayak on a lake, looking at the volcano. The volcano you're looking at right now, it's the Arenal volcano, which used to spit lava a few years ago. It's
Hmm.
still active because the hot springs are incredible, but there's no lava viewing at night anymore.
Okay.
Um, and when is it good to visit Costa Rica? I say it's good year round. I think you can travel depending on what you're looking for any time of the year. The weather here, it's always gonna be hot, or let's call it balmy and nice. Okay,
Right.
so when it gets cold, not talking about higher elevations, it's gonna get maybe down to 70s or high 60s. But
Hmm. Nice.
beaches, Arenal, rainforest, other rainforests, it's gonna be between 75 and 85 degrees year around.
Mm-hmm.
The beaches, yes, can get into the low 90s, and the last couple of years it could even get to 100 when it's March or April, when it's the hottest temps in the year.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I know the clients ask that question a lot of when to go. It really depends on, do you want to go when it's busy or do you want to go when it's lower season? You have to kind of have the trade-off. What's the most important thing for you? The weather
Absolutely.
and what you want to do. If you don't mind it, the rain, any time of the year, the rainforest, it's like you say here, it's gonna be, rainy. It's
Exactly.
the rainforest, so there's
Exactly.
all kinds of places to visit. So you can get the dry beach and beautiful rainforest.
And Darby, as you're really aware of our way we operate, it's always honesty. And if you say this couple is looking for perfect beach weather on the Pacific side in October, and the answer is gonna be, well, it's gonna rain. Mornings will be hot and sunny, but it will rain in the afternoon, and it will rain for 2-3 hours. Not to scare anyone, because it's only a 2 or 3 hour siesta time
Right.
type of rain. But we're all about transparency, and we want our visitors to really enjoy what they're seeing. So, like you said, I would say any time of the year goes. Some people are really well into nature and they want to see turtle nesting. There's only going to be 3 or 4 months of the year where you can see it, and
Right.
at different regions we can see them. But we explain where, when, and we will not send you to a tortuguero, the turtle nesting favorite region, in January, because you're going to see plenty of rain and no turtles, for example.
Right.
So
Right.
all
Okay.
about the honesty, and all about setting expectations correctly.
Mm-hmm.
I started saying Costa Rica is a tiny country. Okay. It's tiny, but it takes time to move between regions.
Right.
Okay. So we have like a rule of thumb that when you come to Costa Rica for 5 nights, and I hope you have more nights than 5, we only try to focus on one region. Why? Because getting from one region to the other one could take 2.5, 3, 4, or 5 hours, depending on what regions we
Right where
use.
you are.
Okay. Correct. And when I talk regions, I live in San Jose. I work in San Jose. There's an international airport in San Jose. I always recommend our clients skip it. Don't stay in San Jose unless if you come in very late or if you have to depart very early. Okay.
Right.
If you have 6 or 7 nights, yes, we can do a multi-region experience. I think the way to experience Costa Rica is by enjoying at least 2 regions. And the first region, or let's call it the inland region, is a must because it's the different, it's the unique, it's the special experience that you'll have in Costa Rica. I'm not saying that the beach is not going to be special, but Arenal with the volcano and the lake and the hot springs and all the nature and activities, to me, feels like a must do when you visit Costa Rica.
Right. Very
Second
different
region,
from other places.
yeah, absolutely. Second region, it can be a beach. If you live in a beach and you don't want a beach, we can focus on the cloud forest, right? So the cloud forest, again, it's a different habitat, different elevation, a little bit cooler weather. It's not cold like you guys get cold, but very interesting, huge tree trunks and forest, primary forest all around you. So it's very interesting. I've had cases where we have 7 nights and we want to enjoy 3 regions. Yes, I can send you 2 nights here, 2 nights here, and 2 or 3 nights at the beach. But my experience tells me you want to enjoy more at each of the regions than to go to more regions and see more, but enjoy less. Okay,
Right.
that's the way.
Yeah, it depends on how you want to travel, how busy you want to be, how much do
Absolutely.
you want to be immersed in the culture and the people? Because that's another,
Absolutely.
thing I hear a lot is the people in Costa Rica. That's another, great reason to go because they're so warm and friendly. So, if you're on a vacation, I know everyone wants to see and do everything, but you also want to relax and not have to have another vacation when you come home.
Absolutely. Could not agree with you more.
Right.
Now, if we have 8 or 9 nights, we can do easily 3 regions. Absolutely. If you don't want to travel a lot or invest 3, 4, 5 hours visiting visiting a third region, absolutely, you can stay 4 nights in Arenal or 5 nights in Arenal and then a beach for 4 or 5 nights, and it's gonna be amazing, right?
Right.
Can you come to Costa Rica and stay 6, 7 nights in one region? Absolutely, yes. Depending on how busy you're gonna stay, I would say only Arenal or Manuel Antonio, which is Central Pacific beaches, will offer you plenty of activities to enjoy, like one or more per day if you want to, plus the hot springs and the pools or the beach and the sand. So
Mhm.
those are the two regions I would say you will not get bored by staying 7, 8+ nights without
Okay.
moving to other regions. We can do classic Costa Rica. We can do off the beaten path Costa Rica, which means like beaches that normally we locals use, but it's not so touristy. For example, it's never gonna get to a Cancun level or I don't know, Acapulco level or Dominican Republic
Right.
level type of tourism. Here, most of the hotels are boutique-ish, special. Yes, we have all the brand names you can think of: Westin, Four Seasons, Marriott's, the Hyatt, you name it, we have it. But we also have the Costa Rican flavored, charming, authentic property
Mm.
everywhere. So we can
Right.
do it the way you want us to do it. Plus, yes, villas and condos with full service or partial services are offered. Mostly at the beaches, but sometimes you can rent them also inland.
Okay.
4 or 5 stars. That's the usual categories of hotels we have. The starring system, it's Costa Rican based, so I always explain the pluses or the cons of one property versus the other. So again, expectations is
Mhm.
everything that we need to explain. Big, small, in town, isolated, in the middle of nowhere, a river rafting lodge, and other different experiences. Everything goes in Costa Rica. We
Right.
can do
Nice.
everything and anything.
Right. There's kind of
Um,
something for everyone in the accommodation.
Absolutely. And very important, Darby, for all ages. It's can if I go to Costa Rica with my 3 and 5 year olds, will they get bored? No. There's if they like animals, they want to see plenty. If they want to enjoy soft hiking or a float on a river, it's there's so many things to do. I have 2 children. Right now they're teens, but I have been traveling with them all over forever in Costa Rica. So I know what they enjoy since they were, I'm going to say 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's good for all ages from
Right.
4 to 90.
Mm-hmm.
Um, more special or showing you some special properties. This is the river rafting lodge. Okay.
Okay.
This is a super special, unique property in the middle of nowhere. We combine it very well with Arenal because it's sort of a close drive. Uh, you get here via rafting and you get out of here via rafting. There are exceptions we can make via land. So it's an incredible once in a lifetime type, I don't know, Robinson Crusoe meet a luxury experience in the middle of
Nice.
nowhere in Costa Rica.
Okay. That's a great way to explain it, Sergio.
This is one of my favorites. Next one, and this is I would say the most popular, the most difficult to secure availability. This we're now on January, mid-January, and I've already booked 6 or 7 couples or families at the Nayara tent camp. It's the most popular, the
Mm-hmm.
most sought after, one of the finest experience that you can have in Costa Rica. It's tented camps. It's tented camp, but it's not a tented camp. It's a super luxury
Luxury.
experience
Right.
with your hot spring water plunge pool, where you can get breakfast served on your terrace, looking at the rainforest. So it's
Mm-hmm.
it's like a I don't know. It's bliss. It's an incredible experience that you can enjoy in the
And a thing
rainforest of
to
Arenal.
note too is, for clients that want to experience, NIRE, they have to, planning in advance is, one thing that if you want everything that you kind of dreamed of, the further you plan in advance, the more options you'll have, Um, because I have a lot of clients that, want to travel last minute, in 2-3 months to Costa Rica, and it gets hard because the availability, especially during the busy time,
Absolutely. Costa
so
Rica,
planning ahead is great.
between I don't know, December 15 and March, or let's say April 15, super busy.
Right.
July also super busy. So plan ahead. We can do planning for 25 now. So plan ahead. Don't wait for the last minute, so you can secure your option one, whatever whatever property it is. But thank goodness, and I hope this stays this way. Costa Rica is very popular. So
Right.
it is supposedly will get worse regarding the booking window that you will need to enjoy your favorite property in Costa Rica.
Mhm.
Amor Arenal, newer property also in the rainforest. I find it special for couples. It's good for families, but you have to be 16 or higher
Okay.
to stay here. It's I would say it's a similar concept to Nayara, smallish, special. Every single unit has their own private hot spring water plunge pool. It's all about the food and the yoga and the wellness experience also here. So
Nice.
it's a very special property. Continuing with the off the beaten path or different property experience origins. This is another property. I would say it's 90 minutes away from Arenal. It's in the dry forest. It's not rainforest. Okay.
Okay.
And it's only this property has a 3-bedroom unit and then 6 individual units. That's all. It's a 9-bedroom or let's call it a 7-key property in the middle of nowhere, where the highlight is the food and the wine. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yes, it's for foodies. You have plenty of experiences, also natural or adventurous. But the highlight, I would say, it's the only Michelin chef that we have in Costa Rica. It's a French gentleman that comes for 6 months and goes to Paris for 6 months. So it's an incredible experience. It's really a
Is it adults
best.
only?
It's not actually. They do allow children. I would say they're, to me, that while they don't have a minimum age requirement, I would say 8 or higher, just so they
Okay.
don't get bored. I would say.
Right. Okay.
As you can tell, I'm very opinionated, so I'm gonna give you my 5 cents,
Yeah,
and
no,
you
that's good.
guys decide
Clients
what you
want to
really
hear
want.
that.
This I would say it's my all-time favorite. I wouldn't call it as a luxury property. I wouldn't call it a top-of-the-line experience in talking regarding the room. Okay. But if you factor in that this property is in Manuel Antonio, the Central Pacific, and Manuel Antonio very quickly is a beach / rainforest experience. Okay. This property gives you monkeys, sloths, iguanas, birds, and many other different animals in property in Manuel Antonio. And this region, it's very special. And this is the only property where you have a beachfront experience.
Nice.
So while the rooms might not be, I don't know, Nayara tented camp or Four Seasons or a fancy hotel type category, they're really nice. The service is superb. The food is incredible. The nature and the beach right there, it's second to none.
So about the location. So, Sergio, talk to me a little bit about the beaches in Costa Rica, because some people want to go for the beach, and I try to explain it is a little different. It's not Caribbean clear blue beaches. It's less surfing.
Very good question. Very good question.
Okay.
Costa Rica, I would say, and this is not kidding, we have like 60 different types of sand, color of sand. We
Okay.
have from the beautiful white, perfect powderish Caribbean style sand on our Caribbean to completely black, dark, volcanic sand at different beaches of the Pacific. Okay.
Okay.
We have beaches where you can easily bathe. We have beaches where you can easily surf. We have beaches where it's not recommendable to go into the water in the high tide and only use the pools that are formed at the rocks when the tide is low. So it really depends when we get to know what you're looking for regarding your beach. I want a super long, elongated beach where I can walk for 2 hours from end to end. And I want the turquoise water. I want to surf. I want some waves, but nothing special because my kids love to boogie board. We have them all, okay? We have them all. it really depends on what you're looking for. Again, when I propose an hotel, I like to give you my 5 cents on how the hotel is, where it's located, how is the beach, and those sort of things that are very important for you to make an informed decision.
Right.
Very quickly, this is just one sample of the villa rental opportunities that you have. Like imagine a beautiful town, villas from flats from 1, 2, or 3 bedrooms to villas of 7 rooms with service, daily breakfast included, or daily breakfast preparation included. You can do private dinner barbecues, or you can do a chef for every other night, or all nights, or a few nights. We have all the options to give you regarding villa and rental companies, again, mostly on the beaches.
Okay, great.
This is Costa Rica in a nutshell. I know I left a ton of, but I hope this was good to entice you and to give it a shot to Costa Rica. It's so convenient. Connectivity with the US is incredible. So, I mean, we're, like Darby said, the most common feedback we get after a vacation is, we love the hotel, and we love this, and we love that, and the activities. But the Costa Rican people were very special. And yes, I like to think that we're really warm, we're really welcoming. We live off tourism. It's the #1 industry. We live off tourism, and the #1 country for us is the US by far. So we're all about making all the accommodations necessary so you have an amazing experience in Costa Rica.
Right. I mean, I know that there's so much to offer for any client, whether you're older or younger, whether you want to have some light, activities, or some, whitewater rafting that's, higher levels, to zip lining, to the bridges. Photography is another reason my clients want to go, to Costa Rica. So, and the animals too. So it is a great, destination to experience, whether you want to be active and have some, leisurely time too, to just spend together as a family. So Sergio, thank you very much. I'm excited
Darby,
to
thank you.
share this
Thank you
with my
so much for
clients.
the opportunity, for showing a little bit of Costa Rica. I know I can talk for hours and hours and hours, but we need to keep it short and sweet. But looking forward to convincing people on why to come to Costa Rica.
Great. All right. Thank you, Sergio.
Thank you, Darby.